In this video, I will talk about how to grow an online business without sacrificing your values, your standards, and your life quality in general. And it's about building a business that supports your life and not the other way around. And this has been a theme of mine as an entrepreneur myself for this year, where I've been trying to figure out how to grow an online business in a more effortless way, in a more fun way that doesn't sacrifice, yeah, any of the things that I value. And I don't want to do anything anymore that I don't enjoy doing. So I'm gonna break it down in this video into three parts basically. Number one is, what does it even mean to grow an online business without sacrificing your values? The second part is, what does it require? And the third part is, what do you need to do, or how can it be done basically? How can it practically be done? So if you're excited about this, give this video a thumbs up and stick around to the end as well, where I'll be sharing some bonuses on the wisdoms, the strategies, all of these insights that I learned from two really high-level entrepreneurs and mentors of mine, Dan Bolton and William Brown, who's both been successfully scaling their online education and coaching businesses to multi six-figure months, past $250 a month, both of them, I think. And yeah, they're both growing rapidly month by month as we speak. So stick around for that. But with that said, let's jump into it. So the first part, what does it even mean to grow an online business without sacrificing your values? Well, it means basically that values are standards, certain standards that you put for yourself that you're not willing to do in order to grow your business or in order to make more money. There's a certain opportunity cost, right? There's certain things that you're not willing to do to make more money, gain more clients, and increase your monthly income. That might be things such as you're not willing to work 10-hour days. You're not willing to sit in an office all day. You're not willing to work with certain type of clients. You're not willing to jump on sales calls after sales calls after sales calls for hours and hours per day. You're not willing to provide certain done for you aspects for your clients. Maybe you're more about like, hey, I'll provide you the information and the guidelines and the frameworks, and then we'll do it together, or you'll do it yourself. Maybe you're not willing to teach online in general. There's, if you're a fitness coach, this might be what you're thinking. I meet many fitness coaches, for example, who goes like, you know what, I like teaching and coaching people face to face, in person. And then I go, well, do that then. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. But we live in a digital world where you can still leverage gaining attention online and then get clients that you can coach in person instead. So there are certain values that and standards that you have for yourself, what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do in order to grow a business and make more money, right? So that's the first thing. Second, what is required in order for you to be able to do this? Well, it's about belief shifts to a big degree, new perspectives, a new way of thinking, because some of you, just as these fitness coaches that I was describing, have a certain mindset that, well, I have this dream vision or a dream vision of a certain type of business, but that's not possible. Well, it is. It is totally possible. You just haven't learned to see it yet, that that is possible. So belief shifts, you got to shift your way of thinking and your way of belief of what is actually possible. Because the facts are that, and I only learned this recently, the last year or two, that you can actually shape and form your business and business model in a way that perfectly suits your desired lifestyle. And we'll get into the nitty-gritty details on how one can do this later. But yeah, belief shifts, new way of thinking, and it also requires you having clarity of what is that desired lifestyle that you want? What does that even look like? Do you have clarity on that? Do you have clarity on your values and on your standards? These are the first things, the foundation. Because if you don't have clarity on that, it will be very hard to structure a business model and structuring your business in a way that will support that and will help provide that. So that's number two. What is required in order to grow your business without sacrificing your values? You need to have clarity and you need to do belief shifts and a new way of thinking. Number three is the practical stuff here, right? How does one go about this? How is it done? Well, I want you to think about the foundational pieces and areas of a business. And that comes down to, we have traffic. You got to drive traffic and attention to you, new eyeballs. Then you have a sales process, which takes that attention, those people, those leads, into a sales process where you're building trust with them. And as you build enough trust, you're eventually going to go to the next part, which is conversion. You got to convert them into a customer, into a client. And then the last part is value. You're providing value and you're delivering results to your clients. Client delivery, value. So traffic, sales process, conversion, and then value. And then the fifth part that I didn't really mention is also foundationally, of course, you need to have an offer, and preferably a deeply aligned offer is what I call it, because you need an offer that sounds very valuable. It is very valuable, so reality is matching up with perception. But then also you need to be very aligned with it, where you can feel proud of giving this offer or pitching this offer to others. And you can fully stand behind it and you're excited about how this can help people. So if we go back now to how to grow a business without sacrificing your values and how this is related to all these areas of traffic, sales process, conversion, and value, then if we start with traffic, some people, I can speak from my own view of what my values are. There are certain traffic strategies that doesn't really feel aligned and doesn't really feel in accordance with my values. Like, for example, for many years I was reaching out to people with cold DMs and emails, and it didn't feel too good. First of all, it wasn't fun, it didn't feel too good. Many people are getting annoyed and frustrated and like, it's so much spam in their inboxes that it's just not a nice way to generate traffic, in my personal opinion. So that's something that I'm not willing to do anymore at all. So what are my other alternatives? Then I need to think about, okay, some people are telling me, oh, you need to put out Instagram Reels every day because that's what's popping now these days and that's what has a chance of going viral. And then I go like, oh, I don't like speaking in front of the camera. I don't want to put out a reel every day. My reels are not going viral. I don't enjoy it. So then I need to think about another type of way for producing content and generating traffic. And then maybe I tried writing and posting written content on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter. But then I also realized like, well, that platform and that platform I don't really like. I like conversations, deep conversations with people. And that led me to starting a podcast. I could also attend other people's podcasts and stuff like that. So you got to find a way to generate traffic that is still aligned with your values and that you actually consider fun and effortless. Because if you consider it fun and effortless, then it means that's sustainable to you and it's not draining you, and it's something that you actually enjoy doing, and you could do it, yeah, you could do consistently without fail. So that's the traffic area in relevance to your values and your standards. Now we can go to sales process. There's plenty of ways to have a sales process. The most common way is probably make people book a call with you, like a sales call. Um, but same there. Some people don't take sales calls. Like Dan Bolton, for example, says, "Ah, I don't like sales calls. I had a period in my life where I went from sales calls to sales calls to sales calls, like non-stop, without break. And I was doing that for like 5 hours a day. And eventually he reached a point where he peed in a bottle because there was so much stacked sales calls in a row that he couldn't afford any breaks in between. And that's when he realized, no, 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 I've gone too far away from my values. And actually, I don't really enjoy sales calls anymore. Now I'm just gonna try selling without sales calls. And whoever is interested in my coaching and my mentorship programs, I'm just gonna send them a simple Google Doc with the details on what they can expect from the program, who is it for, who is it not for, what's the prices, what's the logistics of how long the program lasts, etc., etc. And people can go like, hey, yay, it's for me, or nay, no, it's not the right time, or this is not suited for me. So that's the sales process there, where you can think of a way what you're willing to do. Are you willing to take sales calls? Are you willing to do it in another way where people need to be on board or not? Maybe you're willing to say, hey, I'm not willing to jump on a call with you, but I could send you a few voice notes for 1-2 minutes and just explain and try to answer a few of your questions. And if that's not enough after a couple of exchanges of voice notes, then maybe it's not a good fit, right? Now, value. How do you provide value to people? How do you structure your services, your products, or your coaching or consulting in a way that you enjoy as well? Some people might go, I don't enjoy jumping on several client calls a week, taking too much of my time. I'd rather put together a course, or I'd rather put together an app, or I'd rather only provide daily communication with me where people can reach out to me through messages and voice notes, but I don't do client calls. That might be one way to go. Some people might, like I said, once again, fitness coaches, they don't want to do online teaching too much. Maybe some of them are going, oh, 30% of all the clients I work with I could do online, but 70%, the majority, I still want to teach in person. Face to face, that's what I enjoy. I enjoy the human interaction face to face, physically. And then they need to think about how they can structure the traffic source in a way where they're mostly focusing on the people that's locally around them, maybe around their gym, in their city, or at least in their country, that they have a chance to work with them in person and come to their gym, yoga studio, or whatever it might be, right? To the retreat. Sales process, just to repeat once again, structure in a way where, hey, you can get a 5, 10, 15 minute discovery call, or like a little bit of a diagnosis call, and then you will have to come into the studio for half an hour reassessment, because we need to look at your body and see like, where do you have pain, where do you have this, and after that we structure a program for you. And the program is going to be in person. It's going to be 16 weeks because that's what's required in order for you to get results. It's going to be 1 session per week physically with me, and then you will have your program to follow yourself the additional 3 times a week, and you need to take ownership. So you can structure your online business offering and program in whatever way you want. And once again, like I said, come back to How do you want your lifestyle and everyday life to look like, ideally? And what are your values and standards that you're not willing to sacrifice? And then think about a way that you can structure your business model that will serve that desired lifestyle. That your business supports your desired lifestyle and not the other way around. Hope that helps, guys. I have put together a newsletter that I haven't really released yet, but I'm planning on releasing it next week, starting on Monday. And as I said, I've been hanging out with William Brown and Dan Bolton quite a lot lately in their programs, gotten coaching from them, attended their masterminds, and so forth. And there's a lot of value that I can't really share here on YouTube in the same way that I want, that I think will be way more valuable to share through in a written style and in a more visual training style through the newsletter. So if you're interested in that, I recommend you to sign up. Sign up to the newsletter. It's completely free, and you will get a couple of emails per week with a lot of value, the best of the best insights that I gotten lately, and that has really helped me and my clients to find more success in their online business, whether that's making more money, whether that's structuring the business in a more enjoyable way that is aligned with them, and that makes their life better in the end of the day. So sign up for that. Should be a link in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one.